Hi guys, welcome back to our channel.
What's up?
I'm just gonna jump right into it. The first question I'm gonna be asking Hubster. So, what advice would you have for men wanting to date a trans person? Or women wanting to date someone trans?
Do it. I can be super in depth. I guess the best piece of advice is do what makes you happy.
Yeah.
If you're attracted to them, then you're attracted to them.
Mm-hmm.
Heart wants what the heart wants, but realize before you make that choice, I'm not like most people, so I don't really care about people's perception of me or catering to other people's feelings and making them feel comfortable because of who I'm with. So, best piece of advice would be just do what you want.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what people think. And that's just general life advice, period. People will either like you or they won't like you.
True.
There's no middle ground.
Facts.
Right? And you shouldn't waste your emotional time or energy trying to play both sides.
And trying to please everyone. You're not ever going to please everybody. You gotta do what makes you happy, and like he said, your heart wants what it wants. And trans women are women, trans men are men, and if that's what you're attracted to, then that's what you're attracted to.
I feel like the better question would have been, am I gay or lesbian for being attracted to a trans person? I feel like that was the real question they wanted to ask.
So what would your answer be?
No. No, you're not. I've always been attracted to her regardless of who she was, and I've always viewed her as a woman before she even fully
knew what trans was. Yeah, like I didn't even know, but I knew that I didn't fit into the category of gay or a man or boy or whatever. It never felt like me. You know what I mean? I don't know if you know what I mean, but it never felt right. It always felt like I was being disrespected in some way when someone would call me sir, or someone would introduce me as him or whatever when I was really, really young. And I would always feel like, are you okay? But I didn't know what to say or what to feel because I didn't know anything. I didn't know shit. But he is always,
yep.
He's always seen me
as a woman
for who I am. He's always seen right through me.
Next question. What advice would you have for someone who feels alone in the beginning of their transition? I feel like that's hard.
That is hard because loneliness happens to everyone, right? So on top of that, loneliness when you are trans is some sort of, in some cases, not all, there's an isolation that starts to happen because you don't really know what to do with yourself. You don't really know how people are going to react to you, friends, family, work, co-workers, so on and so forth. You don't know. So that loneliness does creep in on you, especially if you have been in those situations where you have been knocked down, discriminated against, family members, friends, co-workers making fun of you or not accepting you for who you are. Because that happens to a lot of trans people. And in that loneliness, I want everyone out there, trans or not, to know that you're not. It's so simple, but it's not when you're in that mindset. It's not simple. It doesn't feel simple, but you're not alone at all.
A big misconception, speaking of simplicity. I say this a lot to my guys at work, and then they look at me like I'm crazy. simple doesn't mean easy. Simple
Right.
just means simple.
Like, you can reach out to people, and especially in the day and age that we live in now, it's so easy to connect to people. It's so easy to reach your hand out and speak up for yourself or ask for help in so many ways. And I always tell people all the time, even that I don't know, to reach out to me if they ever feel alone, if they ever feel like they don't have anybody to talk to, that I am available. And I always give them my socials to DM me or whatever. But
Not what I thought social meant. I don't do social media, so
But
I don't know the terminology.
I don't ever want people to feel like they can't talk to someone. I don't care if you don't even want me to say anything back to you. If you just want me to listen, I will be there. If you want to call me just to scream your head off and then hang up the phone, do that. Like, I don't ever want anyone to feel like they don't have anybody that they can talk to. Ever. So when you're feeling alone, know that you aren't alone, and know that you can reach out to other people just to talk. Even if you don't want to talk about what you're feeling inside, what's going on with you, if you just want some interaction with someone, reach out. You're not alone. On to the next question.
I guess this is for both of us. How did your family react to your relationship?
My family,
They didn't like me,
it wasn't
but it wasn't because of our
It wasn't
relationship.
because I was trans. It was
No.
because he's white.
Yeah. So like my family,
Even though I have so many mixedness in my entire family.
yeah.
But, you know.
Like my mom, I guess, was the one when we got together, and she was cool with it at first, right? And then down the line, she had issues, but it wasn't because she was trans, like ever, which shocked the shit out of me. But it was because she felt like she was taking me away, right, and stealing me from my mother. But that was it.
You
What?
are just
It's
going
true.
into full
It's
depth. The
true.
question is, how did your family react to your relationship?
I feel like
My
they
family was
usually-
racist. They
My
don't
mom didn't
care.
care for real until down the line.
Like, that was so long. You was about to hold up, break it down. You about to have motherfuckers crying.
How did your family react to your identity? I can answer this if she won't.
They were very dismissive, and
They weren't dismissive, they were disrespectful as hell, is what it was.
yeah, they told me that I would never find love. 14 years
How you
in
doing?
February. Just to put that out there. They told me that I was ugly. They told me
Now they know better.
they
Right.
told me a lot of things that weren't things that you would want to hear from your family members. But I will say that somehow didn't break me. I literally was just like, okay, I'm still gonna live my life. And I did. And that's just to make the long answer shorter. I just lived my life. No one is going to tell me, not even my own flesh and blood, is going to tell me who I am and who I am not.
Facts. I feel like this last question is super vague, and we're going to try not to go off on a tangent. How has life changed for you?
I feel one with myself. I feel great from when I was a kid dealing with my identity and not understanding anything. But other than that, my life hasn't changed in a sense of the core of who I am. I am still me. I've always been me. The only thing that has changed is that now I recognize me. That's the real thing that's changed. Nothing major. The core of my personality, the essence of my being is still me. I've always been childish and goofy and very immature. But
Yeah.
now I recognize it when I look at myself in the mirror, and I'm not stunned at the reflection staring back at me because I have no idea who that is. Now I know who that is, and now I can smile at that. So that's it. What about you?
I'm going to answer this question from the perspective of how has my life changed since we got together. Dramatically. She saved my life. I was not in a good place. I was not a good person when we got together, but she saved my life. As far as socially goes, I haven't noticed a difference. Again, I never one, even when I was a kid, to give a crap about what people say or think about me.
That's facts. Literally, since we were kids.
So that hasn't changed. What people say is what they're gonna say. I mean, I guess I took the heart, sticks and stones may break your bones, but words can never hurt me.
Yeah.
But that's about it. I mean, she saved my life. She's the light in my darkness. She's my guiding star. All of who I am and want to be was because of her. That was it. I never thought someone could make me want to strive for greatness or be a good person until I met her. Even when we were just friends. We were friends for a long time. I've known her 2/3 of my life, pretty much.
Yeah.
And so when you meet someone like that, you hold on to it. Even if you guys aren't attracted to each other like that, when you meet someone like that, that shakes you to your core and challenges your values and makes you challenge your values and what you stand for, you hold on to it. That's what changed me.
I love you.
I love you.
So that is all the questions.
Anyone has questions, we're open books.
Yeah.
Again, we're not going to sugarcoat anything. So you may not get the answer you want,
Right.
but you will get
an answer. Yeah. So that was all the questions. So thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you in the next video.
Deuces.